I'm here to talk about Mary Jerono. She's a young lady from Nakuru County, and this has hit me hard because of what she's gone through. She actually used to support UDA and the Kasongo people in that team. She campaigned for them. She, as many Kenyans who have a right to change their decision on who to support, started holding the government accountable and sharing content surrounding exposing what they are doing to Kenyans. This apparently, of course, iked the majority in government, and what they did is her mother, who is a teacher, and this should touch on all teachers, was dragged out as she was teaching her students and taken and embarrassed and dragged, and she was wailing in front of her fellow teachers and students. She was taken somewhere where she was tortured so that she can produce her daughter. After long hours of torture, she was allowed to call her daughter Mary Jerono. After she called her Mary, then she was told, can you come if you don't want us to continue torturing your mom? She had to do it. I would do it for my mother if something like that happened. She showed up in the police station in Nakuru. She was taken to Kitale. She has not been booked. She's missing. We don't even know if she's still alive. And her crime is holding this government accountable. And when they were holding her mother, they kept saying, why are you allowing your daughter, who is from the community of the president, to continue talking bad about the president? Well, all she's doing is holding this government accountable. Why am I talking about this? This is a young woman. This is a Kenyan who should exercise her right to hold this government accountable without fear of being prosecuted, without fear of being illegally abducted, and not being, what is it called? Kurecord crimes zake kwa police station. Sorry, I'm a little bit uneasy, and without also being just presented to the court. And so what we are saying is, this is the regime that we are fighting for, and we cannot keep quiet. Release Mary Jerono. We want her officially booked in the police record. Let us have an OB number. Let us understand what crime she has committed, and let her be presented in court. If you see this video, amplify it, share it everywhere. Asanteni sana.
Police in Nakuru are on the spot over the arrest of a woman and harassment of her mother following a social media post. May Jerono, who was arrested and taken to Kitale from Nakuru before being released, says the kind of ordeal she and her mother went through at the hands of police was torturous. Crispin Otieno with the details.
Census Ruto, a primary school teacher in Nakuru, is visibly disturbed after going through an ordeal at the hands of police who stormed Athinani Primary School, ejecting her from class in front of pupils before forcing her to sit on the floor in the presence of her colleagues. The reason? A social media post allegedly shared by her 33-year-old daughter, May Jerono, on her Facebook page.
There were 4 men and 1 lady. Mimi kuingia tu hivi, kitu ya kwanza kuninyang'anya simu. Alafu wakaniambia nikae katikati. Sasa wakaanza kunithreaten ati sasa hata kumbe tungekuweka kwa bingu sijui nini. Wakanisomea, wakanipigia kelele all the way.
The ordeal did not stop at the primary school. She was taken to Kaptembo police station for charges she was not aware of.
Ile makosa wameshikia mtoto wangu, it is just a screenshot. Mtoto wangu ali screenshot kutoka mahali na akacomment hapo chini akasema tu hata mimi ninashangaa. So nashindwa hiyo sasa inahusika wapi? Yeah, on Monday I'm supposed to go back to school. How will I now teach? Children knows that I was picked by the CID. Teachers knows that I was picked by the CID. Watanichukua namna gani?
Speaking through her lawyer, Jerono claims that plainclothes officers picked her up without a clear explanation and later proceeded to her family home where they allegedly harassed her. Her lawyer says the arrest was unprocedural and an attempt to intimidate her over her freedom of expression, saying the post in question did not amount to a criminal offense.
Tumekuja asubuhi tukaangalia hakuna charge sheet yet, lakini tunaambiwa atachajiwa na cyber harassment. We do not know the complainant mpaka sai.
Yesterday I was picked from Nakuru by DCI Kitale. I've been released right now. I don't know the complainant. I didn't know why I was arrested till now.
The family maintains that the incident has caused them emotional distress and is calling for investigations into the conduct of the officers involved. Efforts to get a response from the police in Nakuru were still underway by the time of going on air. The incident has sparked debate online, with a section of Kenyans raising concerns over alleged misuse of authority and the limits of social media regulation. the case to resume on 2nd March in Kitale. Crispino, TNO, Citizen TV.
So guys, sijui kama mmesikia hii story, but apparently kuna dem anaitwa Jerono, and Jerono is a content creator rather. She's not even so political. She just posts random memes and videos of whatever is going on in the country. And juzi akapost video holding the government accountable, as we all do. But what happened is shocking. Watu DCI officers wakaendea mama yake, who is a teacher, so they dragged her from the staff room, wakamvuta nje ya staff room, wanafunzi wakiona, wakamdrag, wakaenda na yeye wakaanza kumtocha. Wakamtocha afu akamwambia, sasa pigia msichana wako umwambie akuje ama tutakumaliza. She called the daughter, and definitely the daughter showed up. I would have showed up for my mother. I would have done that for my mother. The daughter shows up, the mother is released. And apparently, wakitocha huyu mama, walikuwa na mtocha wakimuuliza, mbona unakubali msichana wako mwenye ni kabila same na president, aongelele president vibaya? And mind you, Jerono was supporting Uda when Uda was campaigning in 2022. But the fact that they have changed, all of us are holding them accountable. Nao Jerono ameshikwa, amepelekwa, alishikiwa Nakuru, akatransportiwa mpaka Kitale. Sasa hatujui kama bado wako, hatujui kama hata kwa hiyo Kitale, hatujui kama bado wako uhai. We don't know where Jerono is. She hasn't been booked officially by the police. Hatuna OB number. We just want kama amecommit crime, akuwe booked officially, apelekwa kotini tujue ni hii crime amefanya. Na kama haja commit, release Jerono. Release Jerono, free Jerono. One time.
24-year-old Moi University student charged with falsely publishing information that President Ruto was lifeless walked out of the Milimani Law Courts a free man. Principal Magistrate Caroline Nyaguthie acquitted the young man on Thursday after finding that the state failed to prove its case. In her decision, the magistrate found that the state acted unlawfully in seizing his electronic gadgets without a court order.
Head bowed, mask draped across his face, finance and economics graduate David Mokaya waited to hear his fate after standing trial on suspicion of posting an image online falsely depicting a deceased President Ruto. But it wasn't long before he was able to breathe easier, stripping his face off the mask after Principal Magistrate Caroline Nyaguthie declared the prosecution had failed to establish a case against him.
Having excluded the unlawfully obtained evidence and finding no independent proof linking the accused person to the impunged publication, this court finds that the prosecution has failed to discharge the burden of proof beyond any reasonable doubt. Accordingly, the accused person is hereby acquitted under Section 215 of the CPC.
The court heard that Mokaya's electronic devices were searched without a valid court order. Investigators claimed to have obtained authorization, but no such documents were ever presented before the bench.
Indeed, the investigating officer in his evidence conceded to the same. Even the witness from Safaricom, who was PW5, conceded he had extracted the accused person's personal data and shared with the DCI officers without any formal court order.
The magistrate ruled that the examination was unlawful, stressing that cybercrime prosecution must be handled with strict adherence to the law, given the fragile nature of digital evidence. 6 witnesses were called, but none could conclusively link Mokaya to the alleged publication. Mokaya's lawyers threatening to sue for malicious prosecution.
Hello. Wakalenji mpo sisi wote wa Kenya, niko na damu ya baba, niko na sauti ya baba, sitauziwa uoga, sitanunuliwa mimi ni mawengu mkuu kutoka Western, sauti ya wanyonge ndo nitatetea, nitazifuna, katibu mkuu wa ODM. Mimi ndo sifuna,
sisi ndio sifuna, tunakuja Amalemba.
The revolution shall be televised.
It shall be televised.
Sisi wote wa Kenya, niko na damu ya baba, niko na sauti ya baba, sitauziwa uoga, sitanunuliwa mimi ni mawengu mkuu kutoka Western, sauti ya wanyonge ndo nitatetea, nitazifuna, katibu mkuu wa ODM. Wakalenji mpo sisi wote wa Kenya, niko na damu ya baba, niko na sauti ya baba, sitauziwa uoga, sitanunuliwa mimi ni mawengu mkuu kutoka Western, sauti ya wanyonge ndo nitatetea, nitazifuna, katibu mkuu wa ODM. Mimi ndo sifuna,
My lord, I wonder.
Sini wa baba, baba, jeshi ya baba, baba, sini wa baba, baba, jeshi ya baba.